40-yard line. Lance now on first down. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 14.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So what a call there. They get 9 on the fake punt and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Goff's throw taken in by Sutton.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Gone. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On first down, Lance.
That's Samuel, caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A shotgun snap for gone.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now Lance again.
This one caught by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
He completes this to Sutton. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Goff throwing again. And that's checked down to Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Goff now to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now it's Goff. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Goff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jared Goff, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jude. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Breaks a tackle. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Go! Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Let's go!
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners.
And Lance now to throw.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his 1st kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Lance now on 1st down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there?
did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Working from the gun, Lance.
It's caught outright by Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance looks to throw again.
Eluding the pressure right. And this complete to Mitchell. Touchdown!
Elijah Mitchell.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone. This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Lance. It returns it right back to Samuel. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lance looking to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff
able to find Judy.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Gets this to Fant, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On the move to his left.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Goff now to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's gone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.